In a distant corner of the galaxy, 5 planets faced an ancient prophecy, a prophecy of conquest, survival, and ultimate dominion. Every 1,000 years, their champions would rise, their monsters unleashed. This time, Earth was the battleground. And humanity, collateral damage. The first to arrive came from Zamorak, a planet cloaked in endless storms, where mountains floated in the sky and predators ruled the tempest. Lufrak was their monster, a gargantuan, multi-legged creature, covered in jagged blue scales that crackled with electricity. With each step, lightning seemed to tear from its spine and split the air. Humanity's cities were plunged into chaos. But Lufrak didn't fight alone for long. Soon came Ogronix's herald. Ogronix was a planet of volcanic hellscapes, where life thrived only in magma and ash. Its champion, Sildra, erupted from the Earth's crust outside Yellowstone in a surge of molten rock and volcanic gases. The creature's body was semi-liquid, flowing like molten gold one moment and solidifying into obsidian armor the next. And then there was the arrival from Vastros 12, a water world drenched in eternal oceans as far as the eye could see. Here, the weight of the atmosphere crushed even steel-like skin. Its invader looked deceptively serene, a creature known as Nahria. But Nahria wasn't graceful for long. As soon as it struck the seas off Japan, entire fleets disappeared beneath towering tsunamis. The fourth, Dromex, a silent desert planet lit only by blood-red suns. Survival among its endless sand dunes created something horrifying. Zelbrak, an enormous insectoid nightmare covered in layers of razor-sharp armor, with pincers large enough to split buildings in two. And then the final arrival skulked quietly in its shadow. Phyros, a planet suffering eternal night, a world wrapped in perpetual darkness, where only creatures commanding shadow and fear could survive. From Earth's deepest caves, it emerged Mordrith, the living shadow. This monster defied form, shifting at every second, moving as smoke one moment before solidifying in writhing tentacles that cut through steel. Mordrith's presence spread unease across continents. Lights dimmed, shadows lengthened, and humanity realized it wasn't just facing brute force, it was fighting cold, unfiltered dread. The world wasn't theirs anymore. Earth's armies didn't stand a chance, not against storms, magma, tsunamis, shadows, and acid. Humanity could only watch as these 5 titans collided. The monsters knew too. They weren't just here to destroy. Each of them had their own motives. Lufrak sought dominance, eager to blanket Earth in eternal storm clouds. Sildra wanted temperature, heat, and fire, warping this world into its inferno-like home. Zelbrak, cold and calculating, had no emotions. It simply wanted survival, burrowing beneath humanity's strongest defenses to turn Earth into its infinite hunting grounds. Meanwhile, Nahria refused visual logic, seeing Earth's life as only something else under its watery control. Mordrith, perhaps the most terrifying, didn't want destruction. It wanted Earth's population under submission, humanity forced to live in darkness and fear for eternity. Their war raged. The lightning bolts of Zamorak's champion struck Sildra in the chest, exploding layers of magma outward onto the ruined streets. Zelbrak leapt downward, piercing Nahria's glimmering wall. What remained of humanity was left underground, sheltering far below with gasping whispers. Could anything be done? Could they fight back? Of course not. This wasn't their fight. Earth wasn't even theirs any longer. They only watched, hoping, praying, that the monsters would destroy one another, that from this chaos, only one would remain, weak. But as the work lights below flickered off, Mordred's shadow began sneaking downward, and no one down there knew yet